What is going on, peeps? I'm sorry it's been so long, but as you can see, I've been trying to get this video cast going off. It is going to be going up on YouTube. It's going to be Setting the Bar at Dave's. If you guys want to check that out, I'm going to be putting it up on my Facebook page, Setting the Bar at Dave's. If you can't find Setting the Bar at Dave's on Facebook, go to Smack Rat Studios, and then you'll find me. And then, yeah. Look at me there. Today I brought in my buddy Andre. We talked about feminism and the role reversal of women in society, and it gets kind of interesting, so strap in. You guys are going to love it. Thanks.
Hear the music.
We have sort of a problem here.
Welcome to the party, pal!
Jabbering butt plug.
Really seals in the flavor.
What do you think of a person who only does the bare minimum?
What the fuck you talking about, man?
Why should I change? He's the one who sucks.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie. Over the line!
But yeah, I mean he's in epic verse.
Dude is in a totally
different realm.
Listen,
different realm.
he
of
is the
anything.
guy that they called a nerd, and now you need the nerds. Yeah. And he is the nerd that I have always wanted on my team.
Hell yeah, man.
Me and my boys, I got a cartoon that I've made up for years. It is just basically me growing up with my boys and the crazy shit that we used to do.
Yeah.
And we turned it into a cartoon. And I think Pete would be like the perfect motherfucker to like open up my
Did he
thought
show
process.
you the project? The fucking animation he was working on?
We ran into each other in the washroom, so I didn't get a chance to see it. But I have seen some of the previous one, and he was just like, just know that everything that I'm doing is better. And I'm just like, damn. I wish we were in the same class again. So hopefully next class, me and him should possibly be in the same class again, maybe.
Dude, because he's actually submitting something to his company to help him with his short film, funding his short film. And he wants me to be a part of it, to be the
he
actor.
told me about it too.
So I was like, fuck yeah, man.
He was like, Dre, I want you to be in there and this, that, and the third. He was like, and if I get he was like, it's like a contest with him and like four other creators, and if he gets to go ahead, then it's like a green light, like big time go.
Oh yeah.
So for me, I'm just like, this is all I ever wanted. Like this is like I told everybody when I went to the school, my whole objective for the school was just to gain friends, gain publicity, meet
get the
people.
experience.
Yeah, get the experience, and get that was it. I just wanted to find people to pass my podcast off to, bring them on to the podcast, and also like get to talk to them more.
Yeah.
So that was my whole thing, and I was like, oh, maybe I might run into somebody. Now, Derek, he's always on me about like video, but I don't think Derek understands. I'm not really there for video.
Who's Derek?
He's the black dude that sits in the office across from the video room.
Oh, the bald head guy?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And he's just like, he worked for, a lot of people don't know, he worked for Oprah for like 12, 13 years. Running Oprah's boards and shit.
Huh.
And the thing is, like, I'll tell you, I'm trash with video. But he was like, yeah, put something together and let me see. So basically, that's why I was like, I need to find other softwares for me to run my programs and podcast off of.
Yeah.
Because right now I'm off of Zoom, and okay, I can do them off Zoom, and I edit them up and have a little fun with them. But it's not the fucking same. It's not the same.
What I'm running on now, right now. No OBS. You can do your Zoom calls and do what I'm doing right now.
See, that's what I need. Yeah, we definitely gonna talk. We're definitely gonna talk.
Because that's how we're doing it with the show that I'm on now.
Okay.
We sit there and do our freaking stupid little Zoom chat, and it's all video captured. And anything that we have, like images, slideshows, videos, whatever the hell, we just sit there and just upload them. We slide to them, and we have it run through a slideshow, and we come back while we're talking and shit like that. So I mean, it's run like a bona fide show.
Okay. Is it easy, or is it a more complicated software?
Now that I had Pete come in and fucking fine tune everything on there, I mean, he made it so much simpler.
I love Pete.
Dude, that fucking dude is a millisecond genius, man. I mean, 3 days he learned this fucking program.
Are you serious?
He just sat there and just watched the tutorials online. He was fucking with it at her house, doing this, that, and the other. And then the guy that used to work with her, he had so much shit stockpiled on there, and she showed me it at first, and I was like, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a fucking guru, but I know a guy, and that's when I called Pete in. Dude, he freaking wiped out everything, cleaned up everything. He's just like, it's so simple now. I just do a click of a button. It just does this. It flips over. It does this. And he
I
just
need to sit down. Like, me and you need to just have him in on a, like, I would love to sit down and pick Pete's brain.
Oh, dude, just for simple After Effects that I'm trying to figure out. It's so complicated in After Effects because if you overlay something like an effect in some sort of way, it affects something else that you already put in there that you're like, all right, that looks fucking cool. I want to put this in the background, and you put something in there, and then it just drops everything. You're like, well, what the fuck? So it's kind of like I'm just stuck. But yeah,
Pete's different.
But speaking of workplaces, fucking my girl just went through this bullshit that the guys in the office, and then she has a combination of mechanics because she sells, she's working in the trades, and they have a mechanic shop, and then they got their office people, and she works in the office. The fucking guys were saying that they filed a complaint because what they were wearing was too provocative, and they put out a memo. And if you would have read the memo, it was a strictly sexist fucking memo aimed at the women, saying that you have to dress this certain way. And it's a mom and pop run shop. So it's not like they have to abide by any code. They set their own rules, and they didn't set that up. They, I guess, hired some new HR person, and fucking she wanted to flex her muscles and say, oh, none of this, because my girl wears cold shoulders. So the split open shoulder fucking shirts and shit.
Gotcha.
Those are too provocative. You can't show your ankles with capris because that's provocative. They're a pair of pants, dude. And then you go out to the bars, and then you see the exact opposite with women on how they treat men. Dude, even myself, before I met my girl, it was like, yeah, I was single, I was okay with fucking doing whatever, but at the same token, it's like they just come up to you and just start petting you, like, oh my God, look at you. And I just grew my hair out, and they're like, oh my God, I love your hair. It's so, and they just start grooming you, and you're like, get the fuck, what the fuck?
Some shit that you can't do.
It's right. Put the shoe on the other foot.
I guess I see why the guys at her job would. This is just a joke, but I guess I see why they were just like, yeah, they're dressing too provocative because guys can't come to work in tank tops and show their fucking muscles off and tats and shit because they'll be like, oh no, you can't wear that. That's not business like. So I guess they were like, hey, fuck these guys, get the fucking women. But it's bullshit though. It's all bullshit.
But half of that problem is that you're not just getting guys that are studs that have muscles to show off. You get those fat fucks that show up in those overalls. So it doesn't give them any fucking eye candy to look at anyway. So the girls are repulsed. So they're just like, can you fucking tell him to cover up, please? So now they had this shit at work, and even the fucking higher class were like, you guys are dressing professionally. You guys aren't showing cleavage. Yeah, okay, you're wearing V-necks, but you're not showing nothing. What's the fucking problem?
Hey, I'm a guy. I'm a real guy. I'm a masculine guy, and me. Let me if you wearing it so I can. If you wearing it, I'm gonna look, and I don't care shit.
Right, but don't be one of those fucking sexist pigs that's just gonna be like, hey, mommy.
Hey.
Do you honestly think that fucking works?
No.
Hey, hey, mommy.
Hey, baby.
Yeah, calling at them like they're a fucking dog. It's
hey,
like,
come here. Let me talk to you, eh?
I got a treat for you.
Got something fucking for you.
But it's a complete reversal. So I mean, how the fuck are we supposed to, guys now, pick up women?
There is no way to pick up women. I'm just being real, bro. It's like even though I'm a married man, it's just like, all right, I don't give a damn. And me and my wife, we talk straight up. And I tell her, I may hit on a woman and get her number, but I never really pursue. Sometimes I just do this shit just because I know I want to know if I still got it, if I can still, after being married for some time, you be like, damn, I'm in the house, I don't really go nowhere. Sometimes I look like a bum. Like, can I still pull? If I was to get free, can I still? And sometimes you just try like, hey, how you doing? This, that, and the third, blah blah blah, and it's just like could I still possibly? But you just see, and like when you go out, and this is the biggest thing. Every time I've been out of town, it's been crazy. I'll say that. Like when I went to Orlando, we went to the club.
Yeah.
Same club twice. Now my boys, they was on some stuff. Everybody was on. I grabbed some numbers. They grabbed some numbers. One of my boys went missing. Like,
Does he still have a kidney?
oh shit, he was perfectly fine. Shit, did she have the kidney? Is the question. That's the real question. I ain't gonna say which homie it was. I'm just gonna say like, yeah, I called him. I can tell you, I called him 17 times because I was nervous. I'm like,
yo, what happened?
hey, you alive? Like, hey, we got a game and we gotta get going. Like, we about to leave from this area. But later that day, he wound up calling like, hey, yeah, I'm good. I wound up leaving with this chick. I was like, why the fuck you ain't tell nobody? He was like, bro, I thought I told somebody, but I was drunk. He was like, Joe, and I was just trying to, I was like, I feel you, bro. I can't even be mad at you. So, just he went out there and he did his thing. And just know I got it. I didn't pursue no chick from Orlando, but I still got it.
Yeah.
And it was, when we went to the Spanish club in Orlando.
I'm sure. Ass all over the place. Ass was a swing.
It wasn't just that. It was just like, you can tell down there, not too many black dudes going to their Spanish clubs.
Why's that?
I don't know. I'm not from Orlando. I can't tell you. But I can tell you
that's where I'm hanging out.
I can tell you, next time I go to Orlando, I know where I'm going. So
well, plus in Orlando, it's a pretty good mix there too between Cubans, Puerto Ricans, and Spanish. Between the Mexicans, so it's a pretty good mix there.
Man,
so I mean,
we got down there, and I swear to you, if I wasn't the type of person that I am and would feel bad about like cheating on my wife, I promise you I would. Boy, I would have.
Nah. See, even being single, everybody, all my guy friends, I'm recently single. I freaking met this new girl, and we made it something serious, and we're sticking together. We're now an item. That's fine with me. I don't need to go out there and fucking test the waters because the 2.5 weeks that I was fucking free before I met my girl, I just go to the bar and I can get a hand job standing at the fucking bar. That's what it was. Oh, yeah. That's why I was sitting there saying, like, because I had to swat, like, girls fucking, like, stop touching me. What the fuck? If this were me touching you, you'd be crying rape and I'd be getting arrested.
Oh, dude, you would have got your ass beat by every dude inside of the fucking club, thrown out of the club by security, then waited for the fucking police to come get you. The fucking police would have came and got you, beat the fuck out of you, then took you to jail. Then you would have got your ass beat in jail. Like,
so it's like, dude, I was just trying to pick up somebody. It's okay for girls to sit there and walk up to a guy and go, "Oh, you're hot," and start rubbing his cock.
The double standards is beyond.
And that's
beyond.
happened to the letter.
Oh yeah,
dude, I'm sitting there playing pool in fucking a bar that's I'm not gonna say the name, but it's fucking a local bar. I'm sitting there shooting pool. I'm just leaning up against the wall that divides the pool room and the bar. These chicks just come fucking walking up and just like start petting your shoulders and they just start working their way down. You're muscular. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You got some abs under there. What do you got? Oh, you got something special down here. It's like, what the fuck?
What you working with down there?
Right. What's your name? Hi. How are you? Nice to meet you.
None of that. Like, girls are like guys in the 80s and 90s. Like, remember how guys would pick up, yo, baby, take a fucking ride with me, and then a chick would be like, shit, okay. Like, now they're coming at you like, yo, motherfucker, take a ride with me. And you like, no, bitch, that's not even a turn on. That's not a fucking turn on.
Oh, my God.
All that fucking masculine talk to me, that's not a turn on.
No. Not at all.
Only way that you can kind of get like, and it's not even really masculine, it's like a feminine masculine. And I know it sounds crazy, but I'll explain it. So, only way you can really get like physical with me is when you ready to have sex. Like, you like, all right, you basically rough it, because I like some rough shit. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you ready to get frisky? You slam you know I'm across the bed, you slam down on me on some shit like a lioness type shit. All right, cool, damn, ooh, all right, hold on, let me turn this game off real fast. Some shit like that. But all of that, like, yeah, shut the fuck up, dude. No, you're not gonna never talk to me and tell me shut the fuck up. Like,
No, because then there's a layer of respect that people like tend to cross, where they think that because you're in their world, you have to now abide by their rules. It's like, no. We're making both of our worlds come together and
Yeah.
make one, and we're only coinciding because our rules are similar. You know, you're not going to tell me what the fuck to do, you know.
I hope you don't think you're gonna tell me what the fuck to do, because it's definitely not gonna work.
Right. And that's the same thing vice versa, though. Now, that's the mentality of women. It's like, you're not going to tell me what the fuck to do. You can't even tell them to relax when you have them a conversation and you're getting,
Well,
you know, if you tell them to relax, they're like, don't tell me to fucking relax. You
Well,
know, it's just like, whoa, you know?
as men, let's break it down to women. Well, if a guy tells you to relax, it makes more likely to sense. And I'm going to explain to you why. What the fuck do you mean, Dre? I'm going to tell you what the fuck I mean. All right. So what the fuck I mean is, me and you were out at the club. Guy comes, bow, smack your ass. You don't like it because me and you were out. But me, you know, I'm over here at the bar, and then he, yeah, baby, come on, dance with me. And he forcefully, you like, get the fuck off me, get the fuck off me. When I come back, your thought process is, he's going to defend me, meaning me. So me being who's with you, and you giving me the look, which is the similar to the Martin, the Will Smith and Chris Rock situation.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
I don't know, but we'll get to that.
He was laughing at it.
We'll get to it, but we'll talk about that in a second. But you'll want me as a woman to say, protect me, defend me, right? Now, when I protect you and defend you, I'm covering your honor. Who covers my honor? So me telling you to shut the fuck up or be quiet in that particular situation could possibly stop us from even getting into a situation where I'm fighting him and his guys.
But
go ahead.
Here's an equally like sexist remark, is to say that because you're the man, it's your duty to uphold the honor for yourself and her.
Absolutely.
So I mean, that's the mentality that I think they're looking for. But if it's you're too strong about it, then you're overpowering them and you're trying to control them. I mean, I don't know. They try to come.
But this is the thing that gets me. Like, you can't be a modern, what they call nowadays modern day women. You can't be a modern day woman and then want traditional values.
True.
And what I mean by, you can't be the woman who wants to make $100,000 a year and
also have the 5 o'clock meal at the dinner table.
Exactly. You want all the things that men want, but then expect to find a man who's going to
do it for you
or make more money than you, and then give you what you're asking him for, while you're not really helping him out, or even saying we're coming together and doing this.
True.
Because a lot of women, and this is what I see just based off internet, and I'm not saying this is pertaining the women that watch your show, but most women are like, yeah, I make $100,000 a year. Okay, that's a nice chunk of change. Not gonna lie to you, it's a nice chunk of change. But once she said, well, what kind of man are you looking for? Oh, I want a man who makes 200 to 500,000 a year. Okay, now let's keep it real. Somebody who makes 200 to 500,000 a year is sitting in the, I think it's 10 to 11th percentile of people.
Yeah, because then that puts them up in a different percentage.
You're in a totally different percentage.
There's a whole different class of candy that he's looking at.
Yeah, and if
he's
you're
not looking at your poor ass.
And I'm telling you, any man who makes 300 275, 250 and up, he really ain't looking for no woman who make $100,000. He wants the woman who makes $40,000. She's willing to come when he come home. Oh,
That
how was
house
your day?
is clean. Yes.
Yeah, how was your day? You know, got 3,000. She's gonna make sure he's satisfied. If they got kids, the kids gonna be fed, taken to school. She
On
gonna
time.
like that's what she wants to do.
Yeah.
She might have while the kids are at school. She might have what now we see. She might have a Uber Eats or some type of job like that.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that.
See, but that's where.
But that's what her mind state is. That's what she wants.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to be the woman who she don't want to be the boss ass bitch who make $150,000 and don't need no fucking man because she can do it
Afford
on
to
her
do
own.
shit. Yeah.
She wants to be the woman who is making $40,000 and her husband makes $250,000 and together they make $290,000 in a household. And she's at home most of the time taking care of the children like they should be taken care of. So when the time comes, they're raised and can go straight to the schools that they want to because mommy made sure that the fucking grades were taken care of. Daddy made sure that the money was in. And occasionally, mommy knew that daddy dipped off on work vacations and got him a little honey somewhere else.
Whoa.
Let's just call it like it is.
That
Because
was Andre's opinion, not mine.
hey, I'm gonna call it like it is. Because if you're a woman, and there is no disrespect, if you're a woman, women can command sex whenever they want.
True. That is a true
A
statement.
woman,
Whether
I
they want
promise
to
you,
agree with it or not, granted, if there's any woman right now listening to this, they're probably stewing over what you just said because
That's
that's why I'm
fine.
like laughing inside.
That's fine.
But at the same token, because I found the exact opposite with my woman. This is what's so intriguing and so embracing about my woman is because she's strong, she makes good money, but she also wants to be able to want to take care of her man the way that a man should be taken care of. The cooking, the cleaning, this, that, and the other. But I do the cooking. You know, I've been cooking. She likes the fact that I do
Right.
cook, and she likes
I
my
cook too.
cooking.
I
So
love to cook.
I'm like, whatever, I'll cook.
Oh,
And she's
yeah.
like, I'll clean. You know, she's like, she's straight up Rican. She's like, I'll fucking clean. I'll clean all day long. You know, that's just what I do. I'm just like, all right, cool. You know, whatever. And that's something I have to get used to. You know, that's a whole completely 180 flip in a relationship that I've had because I've had to do everything.
What people fail to realize, they always want to go get, oh, she's just like me. You don't want somebody who's just like you.
No.
You want most of her antics to be like yours, but you want her mannerisms to be totally different.
You
from
want the same kind of values.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
They can live the lifestyle they've been living and be the person they've been living, the person, but as long as their values coincide and they mesh
Yeah.
together, who gives a fuck? Man?
Like if your antics are, I'm messy. You want somebody who likes to clean up, and it's not because you're dirty and you intentionally. You just know, like when I get out of clothes, I'm not gonna throw them in a basket. I'm gonna drop them on the floor. Right. That's me. I'm one of those guys. I drop clothes on the floor. The basket can be sitting two steps away from me, but I'll drop my clothes right there on the floor. Go straight into the washroom. Do whatever I need to do.
But common areas are clean.
Yes. Oh hell yeah. Trust me. When I come into the house and I'm at home by myself, my house smells. It's a fucking bleach fest in there. I can tell you that. Why the fuck it smell like bleach, man? It's clean, but why the fuck it smell like bleach? Open the doors, open the window, and I'll sit in that shit. Like
You getting high off the fumes,
man. My mom got OCD, so
Yeah.
So imagine living with a woman who worked a 9 to 5, get off and this is crazy because people be like, oh yeah, you sexist. I'm not sexist. This is just what I'm accustomed to as a woman. My mother will get up, wake us up like, hey, I'm about to get ready and go to work. My mom started work probably about 8 o'clock in the morning or 7. My mom would get up, get on the metro train. She'll make sure we was up for school. And then she'll get on the metro train. She'll call. All of us had cell phones young. Now, that's one thing we always had. She'll call our cell phones. Get up, get up, get up. All right, everybody get up. We all getting ready for school. My mama come home off the metro train. She'll see that all of us barely did our homework. We had all been outside, and we know that she get home. And the only reason we knew when she got home is because we can see our dog. We had a dog named Ali. I cannot lie to you. Our dog would run up our block on St. Paul.
Was his name Cassius before?
No. Ali was a chow and very, very aggressive and did not play about my mom. So my mom, he knew that Ali knew that my mama would get off the bus around like 6:15, 6:30.
He's ready.
Ali would see that bus, take off.
Yeah.
Now, Ali would sit at the bus stop. And when you seen Ali come around that corner, you knew that you had to hurry up and run in the house. So we will always like look out for. But me, I play basketball in the alley, so I kind of had to be looking out.
Saw a dog run by. Oh shit!
Oh shit! Yep, you see him. You run through Marcus' yard and up and right in through the. We had so many different ways. Sometimes I ran behind and hopped the gates.
You cheated, motherfucker.
Oh hell yeah, bro! I'm not getting the ass whooping. But you know, we had a dog, and my mom, she would come in after working her regular shift. She'd come in, clean the whole entire house, while cooking the dinner, while helping us with our homework. Right. After everything was done, everybody ate. She'll put the food up. She'll clean up behind herself, go take her shower, get up in the morning, get ready for work, and do this shit all over again.
Rinse, repeat. Yeah.
Yep. So, like, when it come down to cleaning up, I'm not a dirty motherfucker. I'm just messy. Certain things, like, I'm not going to leave no dishes sitting, a dirty dish sitting on the table.
Right.
I'll leave my clothes. Now, me and my clothes, I'll leave my clothes everywhere.
Now, I've been the type of person where everything's got a spot.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason to clean up if you start putting things back in its spot.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So there's no purpose outside of dusting and keeping it, obviously appearance. But it's when people just start getting accumulation of shit, and then there's no spot for it, and then you just get overwhelmed. That's where my OCDs. I'm just twitching. Like, where can we put this? Where do we got to put this somewhere? We got to do this. We got to move this here. We got to do this. What the fuck is this? It's like it was too much. I like to minimize shit. I don't like a lot of shit. Just give me my couch, give me my TV, give me my stereo. I'm happy.
See, I'm the same. Give me a couch to chill on. Give me a nice TV, my video game, and I promise you, I won't bother nobody.
Yeah, right.
Long as that TV got like Netflix or like some shit where I can watch my shows, I'm good. And I don't have very many shows.
Well, it's like, dude, like Tom Papa, and he's got a little bit. He's like, you could put a man in a concrete room and just give him a TV, and he'll be happy. He's like, but then the woman will walk in and be like, well, you got nobody to talk to. No, aren't you don't you need somebody to talk to? Aren't you happy? He's like, well, now I'm talking to you, and now I'm miserable. It's just like,
hey, like, I'm good. Long as I can use my hand. I'll be okay.
Yeah, right, dude.
Come holler at me when you're trying to populate.
And even then, it's questionable. Like, do we really want to do that again?
No, not really.
I mean, it's kind of a downward trend right now.
But I'm good right now. Yeah, like, honestly, because of the way some of these women are, marriage is like, guys are really rethinking, like, hey, do I even get on the knee?
Marriage is their retirement. For some of them. They marry somebody that's rich, like, well, okay, we're going to have a couple of kids.
My wife can't retire off me because I ain't got shit.
She's worth more than me.
She definitely is. I won't lie to you. I will not lie. My wife got a master's. But then after that, they hit you with the you're overqualified. So it's like, hey. So you
Don't you love that?
Better keep it at a minimum.
When I was sitting there working construction and freaking applying for all these places, because once they see 25 years experience in one certain freaking position, it's just like, oh, fuck, we got to pay this guy.
Yep.
You know how many fucking letters I get back saying, oh, you're overqualified. I'm sorry, sir, but you're not meeting our expectations. It's like, well, what the fuck
is overqualified?
Exactly. Do you want somebody to do the job or don't you?
Overqualified means we ain't got the money to pay you. You're going to be getting paid more than the motherfucker who gets paid to run this motherfucker.
Right? And that's the thing. It's like you got to make the money somehow.
It's just like, hey, maybe we can ask you, are you willing to take a pay cut? That should be the next question. Are you willing to take a pay cut? If so, how much? And let's see if we can work it. Are you
fucking kidding me? With the way that they're jacking the prices on everything right now, just because of I guarantee you, it's a simple fact of the matter is that they raised the minimum wage. Mm-hmm. So therefore, they're trying to keep the middle class middle and the lower class lower by jacking everything the fuck up. It's like, why? You got machines to make machines now, so you got no manpower to pay for it. All you're doing is just paying the fucking energy bill. So it's like there's no labor. So it's like, what the fuck are we paying for?
People hate me every time I say this, and I don't care. This is why I fucking hate Democrats. I hate the
Here we
fucking
go.
Democratic Party.
Get ready, Democrats.
You guys are fucking idiots. Years and years and years of I can do this, I will do this, I'm gonna do this, and you never fucking do it. And it never set well with me. That's why I never really got deep into politics. And people like, my dad told me, he was like, man, son, you starting to sound more like a conservative. And I'm like, not, am I? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, how about motherfuckers start saying what they gonna do? And maybe I'll sound like a middle person.
Right.
Like an independent person who's trying to figure it out.
But you got the government that's been flipping sides since fucking World War I.
Oh, hell yeah.
And they still haven't instilled anything like, I don't know, the 14th Amendment. Maybe equal across the boards for women and anybody of any race or color or whatever the fuck.
You have to have it equal, but is there really equal? There is no
They
such
have
thing
to
as equal.
they have to implement it to have it be equal.
There is no such thing as equal. Let's be real.
We're not the same, but we're equal.
Oh, absolutely.
I heard that from Wanda Sykes, and dude, it's the truth. We're not the same, but we're equal in mentality and in person. We all have families. We all have people we have to take care of.
But we
all
all
have goals, you know?
But we also all have roles.
Exactly. It's just whether or not you want to conform to the role that you're not happy with. You know, because I was sick and tired of waking up every fucking day at 5 a.m, going to work, arguing with some fucking shithead who's looking at the last page of the plans, saying that it should look like this. We're just breaking ground, and we're just shipping in the materials. We're not worried about what it looks like now. Mm-hmm. You know, we have to build it first before we groom it. And you have to sit there and coerce it like that to these fucking morons that are getting 3 times your salary and sitting in a car that's getting paid for. You know, where I'm out there pounding the fucking hubs, telling them what the process is, and they're saying it's got to be like this. It's just like, no, you got to do this first, then you can do that. You know. And
then I was watching some shit the other day on YouTube, and this is the crazy part that I seen. And this is how I know that the world it plays games, and I want women to understand this, that the games are really being played, and they're not being played in our favor.
No.
So a lady came on and she was like, "Oh, jobs are so sexist," and I was like, "Jobs are sexist," and this is kind of crazy.
It is. It's true.
It kind of leads back to. She was like, "Yeah, the inside job offices, they base their temperature, the temperature of the room, based on men."
What?
I'm trying to tell you. I'm not bullshitting you. She was like, they base the temperature of the room based on men. So the guy asked her, he said, "What do you mean?" "Oh, you know, women get colder faster." I cannot make this shit up. And I promise you, I'm going to go back.
I don't doubt it, because every girl that I've been with, they're just like, I'm fucking steaming hot. And they're just like, oh, you're so warm.
Well, I was told like, hey, you know, XYZ. So the lady was like, basically they're air sexes or temperature sexes because they base the temperatures off men's body temperature.
Come on.
I cannot make this up. So ladies,
well, see, here's the difference though. The difference here is they set it to 73 degrees, and the women come to work dressed in what? Very thin silk, you know, cotton blouses, polyester, whatever the fuck. Yes, it looks professional when you do a dress or a suit that they have with the skirts and everything. Mm-hmm. But it's a skirt.
Exactly.
That's free flowing air. You know? So you're gonna get cold because they're showing more skin, number one. And then freaking number two, guys are covered up. We're wearing suits, ties, shirts, jackets, all that kind of shit. So how can you sit there and say that it's sexist when if you look at how they're dressed, of course somebody's going to get cold first.
Some of these women come to work to look for a man to close out with.
Exactly. Not even that. they don't even have to use to find a partner or whatever. They use their sexuality to close deals. You know, and I don't. You know, they can get angry all you want. But
It's
there are
true.
women out there that use their sexuality and their looks
Oh, hell
to
yeah.
close and settle deals like that because of the promise of what these guys think that they're gonna have.
A lot of real estate agents do it on single guys.
Oh, sure.
You put on an application, you buying a single house, and it's just your name on there, no wife, no nothing. Oh yeah, this young guy, he's 27 and he makes $127 million off YouTube. Oh man. Okay, let me close out.
Let me just get this third button undone here and just kind of.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? Bring them in. Hi. And then you can people don't know.
They just see the money signs just reeking off of his aura. Boing, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Yeah. And then they put on the little seductive voice. Hi.
Yeah. But guys do the same thing though.
Hey.
No, they raise their octaves to make them
Yeah.
feel sound. They
They
more
lower
feminine.
that.
They soften their voice. Hey, how are you?
See, that's the crazy part.
You
But
know?
now, what I have learned from certain women, that could be a lose for the fellas to go up higher octave,
And then they get to know
Sometimes you gotta try to go into that lower octave. Sometimes they like a little deep. Hey, how you doing? Hey, yeah. They be like, oh shit, he got a little deep. Hey, how you doing? Like, you gotta get in. Yeah, you gotta get in there.
See, dude, for the longest time, I hated my voice, dude. I fucking hated. My voice.
You're wrong, bro. Women love deep.
That's the
brass
thing. That's
voice.
and I hear that too when people hear my podcast or whatever the hell, and they're just like, "You got a really good voice for radio," and I was like, "Yeah, I got a face for radio too," you know. So let's see how well this video goes. You know, they'll just be like, "Holy shit, he looks like that. This fucking guy." Oh, this fucking chair is driving me nuts.
Hell yeah, but I'm not a sexist. I'm just a realist. I'm
yeah.
just a realist when it comes down to it. And more women, I listen to them and they say, well, we can talk about the wage gap. Now, I've seen a lot of women speak within, WNBA basketball and NBA, and it's like, oh, we want to get paid more. Now, I understand you guys speak equal.
Women, this is where you have to hold up your end of the couch. You have to watch the WNBA to give them ratings, to give them money.
Listen.
You have to go watch the games.
Me and my wife watched the game. Me and my wife literally sat down and watched a Chicago Sky and Mercury.
Hey, you made it through.
No, we didn't.
No, you.
And you ready for the crazy part? My wife was like, this is boring.
Damn. And that's a woman speaking right there, people.
This is boring. I was like, yeah, I'm about to turn. She was like, okay.
Yeah.
She'll sit there and watch a whole Bulls game and be yelling at a Bulls game. Bears game, she's yelling.
See, I can't watch basketball now because I grew up on Jordan then.
I'm going to give you a little heads up. Get your bias ass out of your Jordan
Dude,
era.
there is no competition
got
though
you.
on the floor like that anymore. There is no fucking crashing that goddamn net. If you crash the net, guys just like part the way. I don't want the foul. You know?
Nah. Now that they have implemented that, like they taking off that tic-tac foul, that you jumping into people foul, that's gone. A lot of people trying to take charges and no charges going is just back to play. So
God, I
no,
hope so, man. That's what
I'm being real.
Because that's what killed it for me.
James Harden doing all of the step back and kicking his feet out and doing all of that, and then he going to the rim and then
If it
into
breaks,
you.
you know.
Like when he goes to the rim and he cuts and then he's doing the layup, but he kind of jumps into you and commits a foul. They've ended all of that shit.
I hope so.
They kind of ended that shit. So
Because that killed it for me, man. I wanted to see basketball.
and I'm gonna tell you this: you're missing out on a really good Chicago Bulls team.
No, I caught the tail end of it last year just to see because I heard all the hype with freaking
DeMar DeRozan,
DeMar DeRozan.
Zach LaVine.
No, well, yeah, Zach, but who's the fucking kid with the crazy family?
Lonzo Ball.
Yes, the ball kid.
He say with the crazy.
Because his dad's nuts, man. I'm sorry.
No, his
man.
dad's smart.
He's a businessman, and he's like Trump. That's the thing. He's
think
got
about
a fucking
it like
mouth.
this, right? Think about it like this. If I know I got if I know I got two sons that's guaranteed to go to the NBA and one of them that I need to get into the NBA, I'm going to talk shit and elevate his name. So when the time comes, he's already on the trade on the draft market beforehand because people are already like, yeah. But in high school, you got to think about those guys were killers in high school.
Yeah.
Even the middle one that got into it. Honestly, I'm keeping it real. If you got Lonzo, who's a Chicago Bull, you got LaMelo, who plays for the Charlotte Hornets, and then you got the one he called I think his name like Giangelo Ball, and they call him Jello.
Yeah.
He plays for the Hornets D League, which is their minor league team.
Now, back to the freaking between WNBA and NBA. I saw a true statement though about the girl that got locked up.
If it was LeBron James, she would have been back.
Yep.
Yeah.
The world would have been flipped over upside down.
I totally fucking and listen. I'm gonna be real with you. I've been a guy who's been posting that all the whole time.
And here's my question: Why aren't some of the players from the NBA, like men, trying to get her out of there? Like, what the fuck? You know, because they wouldn't be treated like that. They would have the law, the law backing that they needed because they have the lawyers and all that kind of shit for the the NBA. They're backed by the federal government and everything else. You know, so they'll any players that get locked up.
I'm pretty sure this is all politics. Number one. Number two, it has something to do with.
But she was sentenced 6 years, bro.
9.
9 years. Holy fuck. In a Russian prison.
Honestly, people gonna hate me. If I was her, I wouldn't even fucking come back.
True.
Because
wouldn't you feel like you got fucking betrayed?
Think about it.
stabbed in the back?
She's been in there since February 17th.
Yeah. Where's our government? What are they doing?
February 19th, something like that. February something. So you got March, April, May, June, July, August, and we're almost in September.
Yep.
7 months I've been sitting in a Russian prison. You guys have not sent nobody over here. Yeah, okay, the WNBA got wearing the free Brittany Griner shirts. Yeah. But how many of y'all are really putting y'all money towards getting Brittany Griner a real Russian lawyer that can really help her get the fuck out?
Right. Or some sort of international lawyer from the UN to help her get her out.
Yeah.
There's ways. Come on, man. And
It's people that love the UK US
and even though
connection.
and even though they're not the NBA, they're a subconglomerate of the NBA. Wouldn't you think that the NBA would want to freaking put their foot in and kind of like, hey, let's help this out and maybe it might help boost the league?
Like I said,
it's kind of like they just kind of turned a blind eye to it. The way that they treated that is so shitty, man.
You gotta honestly, where's the feminists who told the WNBA that they should be getting half? Where their fight for Brittany Griner? I ain't seen no march for Brittany Griner in front of the White House.
Maybe there is, and we just haven't seen it because they're not publicizing it.
That could be, but
it's not doing nothing. You know?
Are y'all really out there like?
Is there a GoFundMe?
Like, what are we doing? Because me as a guy, I can't do much. I don't have 100 million subscribers or followers.
Right.
But I have posted on my Facebook multiple times. Free BG. Free Brittany Griner. And that's all I can do. But as WNBA players, y'all have the leverage. Because whether people want to say, oh, well, they're not known, they're known enough. Candace Parker. I can tell you who Candace Parker is.
I don't. I couldn't.
Oh, I know a couple. I know a couple.
I can't tell you
WNBA
one fucking
players.
WNBA player.
I can name them. I can name a couple of them. And I know the twins who used to be in LA or are still in LA. The sisters that are the African sisters that are in LA. You got Candace Parker. You got Maya Moore, who plays with the Mercury.
Yeah.
I know a lot of women. You got Sue Bird, who just retired. Like I do follow. I try to get them a little bit of love, but I'm sorry to say their games are boring. Like I was falling asleep. Like,
I would rather watch curling. I'm sorry.
Man, I'd rather watch tennis.
Yeah, tennis. I mean, I would rather watch that.
I'd rather watch tennis or golf.
Oh God, dude.
that's boring.
Yeah, dude. I'd rather watch paint dry than watch golf.
Shit.
And I'll play golf. You know, I like playing golf, but I won't watch it. Good God Almighty, I will not watch it.
Here at the par 4.
He's settling up now. He's eyeing up the long par 3 putt. Oh, and he just misses it to the left.
Oh, he shanks it hard to the left.
And it's always some Scottish guy out there.
Like, it's not hard to be a fucking sports.
And there's another fucking sexist thing, too, because they made them fucking cover up their ass. They don't want them to freaking wear those little mini skirts anymore.
But would you?
I wouldn't care.
But
All
then,
I would say
but
is
then
whatever
you would get-
makes you comfortable, wear it.
But then you
as
would
long
get-
as it's appropriate.
But then you would get situations like, I don't know if you seen this. I'm a big ESPN watcher, and you had Molly. Her name is Molly Rose or whatever her last name, Molly Cram or something like that.
Okay.
And she's on First Take. Molly got LeVar Ball, which is Lonzo. This is funny.
Yeah.
Lonzo Ball's father in trouble based upon him saying. She was like, let's shift gears. And he was like, we can shift whatever gear you want to shift to, baby. And she took it as if he was like trying to be sexist to her. But she always wears like these provocative ass outfits. And it's like.
And plus, you can't be dressing like that in front of a black man. You guys got that smooth swagger. You're just going to be throwing that. Come on, you can't be talking like that, baby. You know?
But it's like, it's crazy because it's a double standard.
Yeah.
You want to dress provocative, and you have every right in the world to dress how you want to dress.
It
But
attracts the eye.
you got and a woman to say, "Oh, it's I dress like this for me." That's understandable because when we get dressed, but we all know that the human body is automatically attached to the opposite sex.
Yeah.
So,
Well, dude, it's just like I'm watching an episode of Glee. My daughters were watching it a while back, you know.
okay.
And I think it was like the Britney Spears episode or whatever the fuck, and they were talking about women empowerment and all this kind of crap. And you're talking like, what they're, you know, the scene that they're set in is that they're high schoolers, and they have nothing on, and they're, you know, they did the Britney Spears song "Slave," you know how provocative that song is. And you're going to sit there and promote that to a high school girl that you're trying to give empowerment to by doing what? Showing your body in effect and dancing in a situation that's provocative in a man that's not going to make you look at you in any other way of, wow, she looks good, I want to nail that. That's about all that's going through a guy's brain at that point when they see that shit. And they don't seem to understand that. That's not empowerment. You know what empowerment is? You standing up and telling a guy what the fuck is what, wearing all of your fucking clothes, and saying, I'll do this for my fucking sakes, not for yours.
You want to know
what I'm
what's sexy? And women may say, that's not sexy. I'm going to tell you what's sexy.
Sweatpants and a t-shirt and a fucking ponytail.
Thank you. Thank you. When you
Boom.
walk in the house, open up that fucking door, and
Yeah,
she got
dude.
on a fucking nightgown, and her hair is fucking wrapped up, and she has no fucking makeup on. That is fucking sexy, ladies. To you, it may not be sexy because you guys create this look for yourself,
Right.
as to what attracts men. But what really attracts men is
Au naturel.
au natural. We want that old natural jiggly booty.
No,
We don't want these BBL booties.
It ain't even like the jiggly booty or nothing like that. It's just You don't have to dress like a slut to prove
I
nothing
like
to
a jiggly
us.
booty.
Well, that yeah. I mean, who doesn't? I'd traded for the thinner model. You know.
Hey, hold on, wait. It's thinner models with with some jigglies. Hold on,
True.
don't think because you bought a 4-cylinder that they don't come fully equipped.
I mean, Jane Fonda.
Hey.
She had a motor in the back.
Hey,
of her
listen here. The 4-cylinder bodies they come fully loaded as well.
Yeah.
They come fully loaded. You're perfectly listen. It's skinny with a jiggly, medium with a jiggly. Jigglies. I like jiggly puffs.
Oh wait. Oh fuck! I told you I had it. Hold on.
That spotted. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna let this hard liquor sit for a minute. I ain't had.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit. We getting real on this show, folks.
But yeah, ladies, that's what's really. I'm being real with you. Like you throwing on a skin tight dress, and even you might have the baddest body. Only thing that you are implementing to him is that you got a nice ass body and he want to hit. It's nothing that he really want to take in the house. And I mean, what's going to emphasize whether you're a house person is when he wake up, how you look when you first wake up and all of that makeup is taken off.
Yes. But
That's-
also,
Go ahead.
if a woman comes in, and yes, she's dressed provocatively, but if she shows herself to be having like a little bit of class,
Oh yeah.
if she holds herself up high and well, and she doesn't fucking flinch at a dude just like, hey, what's up, girl, blah, 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 and she just like, get the fuck away from me. That's the woman that I'm going to be like, hey, you know, don't take this the wrong way, but you're a beautiful woman, and you deserve everything that you got. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Thank you, you know? And that's it. I'm like, and if anything, I'll just be like, if you don't mind, I'll buy you a drink, you know, if I go that far. But I'll give him a compliment and then just sit back and wait.
Drinks.
No. But I just sit back and wait. I just pay him that compliment and then just disappear.
I don't even want to buy no drink. Honestly, I'm one of the eye catchers. I gotta see, catch me with your eyes first. That's gonna tell me everything. Because I gotta look you directly in your damn face. Because if you move your one thing,
Yeah, if you can't,
if you can't keep, if you can't,
you're right there.
what, I'm right here, right? Which one I'm on?
Yep, you're right.
Okay. If you can't look at me like this, and we have a conversation like, "Hey, how you doing?" Because one thing I don't care. I'm deep into this. Eyes connect to the soul.
Yeah.
So when you have a conversation, if you zone out and have a conversation with a person, that's a real connection.
Yeah.
Like if I'm talking to you and I'm like, yeah, what's up, Dave? How you doing, man? You know, everything's good. You know, family's good, and I just
And everything just keeps rolling.
yeah, and I'm just my eyes are never like locking with you. Like
Yeah.
you'll be like. Something wrong with this motherfucker.
You
And I don't want him around me. Something's wrong with him, and I don't want him around me. Get him away from me. Yeah, like
Yeah, we had one of those guys.
I'm glad I never got too deep in with him.
Yeah. Yeah, it was rough. Oh man. Oh fucking A, man. Goddamn. Cheers, brother. First video cast? That's fucking badass. Ooh, Casanobles. Oh no. That's Casamigos.
Yeah. So, but no, ladies, that's sexy to a guy to walk into a house. You got on your nightgown, your jogging pants with your t-shirt, no bra on.
Doing laundry. I'm
hell,
banging your back out every
I
night.
don't even
dude.
listen. See the crazy part, and this is where I guess that's where men differ. Me, I don't want you doing laundry.
No.
I like doing the laundry.
See, that shit,
I
Yeah.
love that shit.
See, I grew up when
Laundry and cooking, that's all me.
No,
I'm fine.
See, all right. Summer times we grew up in my grandparents' house because my mom was a single mom. You know, she had fucking hard time freaking just supplying us to get to school and freaking a house over her head. So
Right.
she wanted summers to herself. Whatever the fuck, whatever. We had day camp. We did our shit. You know, we had to be boys. My grandmother was a traditional German woman. She was a housewife, but she was a mean drunk. You know.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude. So I mean, she would sit there and she would make sure all the laundry's done and the house is clean. But once that's done, she's sitting her ass in the fucking kitchen. She's smoking Pall Malls. She smokes like 2 packs a day. She would sit there and just be like, nah, and fucking drink coffee until about 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she'd drink coffee till 11 o'clock, make a tuna fish on toast.
Did she speak fluent German?
She did, but not to us.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's
So I
crazy.
missed out on learning a language, you know. So, but she would eat her freaking tuna fish on toast and then switch to beer at 11:30 in the morning, and then she'd start drinking beer, listening to Paul Harvey, you know. Yeah. And she'd just sit there and chain smoke. And the most vivid thing I remember from my grandmother is when my aunt and uncle visited from Colorado, and my little cousin came in. Just like, hey, Grandma Duck, what's going on? She's sitting there smoking. She just. Now, picture an old lady with a big fucking, like, you know, the turkey neck and the freaking frizzy hair and shit. You know, it was all curly and shit because it was all the, like, worn out perm and shit, you know. Just sitting there just chain smoking. She had, like, the wife beater.
Uh-huh.
She had the wife beater on, the big old gut and shit. Just, fucking scared that kid. He went running off.
Leave me alone. That's what she just hit him with, the leave me alone.
Right? And that's what we grew up with. And then we got these millennials today. You know, you tell them to get a fucking job or go to work. Work is another 4-letter word for them, dude. They're always trying to find a scapegoat on how they can just click a button and make money. You know? I mean, some of them are successful, some of them aren't. And then the ones that aren't, it's just like life is so sorry for me. I just can't do shit right.
Man, they fuck these kids over with this Instacart and all of this other, like, you don't really have to look out and go get a real. And then that also helps other people inside the house who are fat and don't want to fucking do something and lose a little bit of weight before they have a heart attack.
Oh, heaven forbid.
Yeah, because they will have to get out and walk to the store. Like, oh, I'm so scared about people talking about, like, I grew up with bullying, and I think bullying is 25% of the necessity of
It
what
is.
you need in life.
Or 20. You know, 20%.
20, 15 is 20, 25. Between that 15 and 25.
But the only thing with bullying is it has to go to a point to where when it's a bully's a kid that can't defend himself.
All right, so
You know
the
what I
thing
mean?
is, my bullying, I'll give y'all a look, because everybody like a little personal information. So my bullying started, I started going to Walt Disney Magnet School, which is a North Side school, in 95. It was like 95. So I lived on the west side of Chicago. The school was on the north side of Chicago. So it was a bully named Maurice. Me and Maurice lived on the basically blocks away from each other. Maurice, every morning we get to Iowa. Get on that bus. He wouldn't bother me off the bus. Excuse me. The moment the bus pull off, he come slide into my seat. Now Maurice, he was way taller than me. He was like 3 grades older than me. Kept pushing my head into the window. Like, would just beat my ass every day on the way to school.
Yeah.
This shit happened for probably like a year. I never told nobody, never told my mom, none of that shit. Maurice used to beat my ass all the time. So, you know, he'd say something to me, I say something slick back to him, get my ass beat. Boom, 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 boom. What happened? Oh, no, I was playing. Bullying? I'm sorry, bully. Oh, no, Andre, that's terrible. No, it was great. I'm going to tell you why. Because by the time I made it to first grade, I was tired of that shit. and I turned around and beat the fuck out of him just one time.
Now, see, I was bullied 6th through 8th grade.
Okay.
Okay. In high school, people were testing it because I was starting to grow. Because I was a small kid.
Okay.
You know, I was 5'0", 120 pounds. You know, didn't do shit. I thank God I had an older brother. You know, I was bullied through those years. You know, I never defended myself. I was always wanting to be backed into a corner. Kids would be fucking making fun of me. I'd always be like, "Fucking get the fuck away from me. Just leave me the fuck alone." You know. And it wasn't until I got to high school, and the reason why high school everything kind of stopped is because of my brother. My brother was a wrestler, okay, and I became a wrestler. And wrestlers and football players, they always fucking butted heads in our school for
Back
whatever.
then, wrestlers was a group of people you didn't fuck with, and it was a popular sport.
Scrappers, man. So,
Yep.
but for whatever fucking reason, the football players and the wrestlers never got along in our school. And the running back in our school, big black dude named Damon, and he booked my brother. We have a staircase that goes up to the second floor, and he just came up and he booked my brother. And my brother just stopped. He looked at him. He's like, "Yeah, it's real fucking funny, asshole." He's like, "That's gonna be even more funny when you're picking this up." He's like, "Why don't you start so I don't have to do nothing?" And Damon's just like, "Fuck you, white boy," and he fucking pushed my brother. And my brother's like, "Okay." One punch knocked him out, and it gave my brother a reputation. Because he just came in like fucking like Mike Tyson. Fucking he's all covered up and he just came in, undercut, whack! Knocked him out cold right there at the top of the stairs. My brother's reputation right there, he knocked out Dame. So anytime that anybody fuck with me, it was just like, don't fuck with him, man. It's about his brother. So I never really had... I had to deal with it because I got ridiculed and shit like that, but people were afraid to touch me. You know what I mean? If I went home with a black guy, my brother would be like, "Who the fuck did that?" You know, he wouldn't have it. He's like, "The only one that's fucking punching you is me." You know, it's just like.
See, between my dad and my mom, I'm the only child, but my dad married into a relationship that with a woman who had, and me and my brother, we are closer than ever. So I kind of wanted to go to the school he was at so that the reputation from him can still, live on.
Yeah.
Even though the names would switch, but it would still be his, still live on.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I wound up going to a school that was in my neighborhood, and one of my best friends wound up going there. So me going there, it made it even more better. Like my freshman year, we had race wars. Like real race wars. The neighborhood I grew up in was like Mexican, predominantly like Mexican. Huh.
So it was always black guys versus Mexicans or whatever the fuck. See, but was it gang related mostly?
Yeah, it was more so gang related because
Latin Kings and you guys
it was like
whatever.
They was called LBs, Latin Brothers. So you had the Latin Brothers, and they used to say it was against the GDs, but then it wound up switching to the foes.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it wound up switching to a Mexican versus black thing.
Yeah.
And in school, it was like the Mexicans wouldn't really fuck. It was only a couple Mexicans who fuck with black people.
Yeah.
And
because they didn't really give a fuck. They're just like, you do your thing, we'll do ours. Don't come in our territory, we won't go in yours.
It was just like... It was so fucked up that the school had to basically like symmetrically space out Mexicans to be on one side of the building, and the blacks, Puerto Ricans, and all the rest to be on the other side of the buildings.
What the fuck?
Like, no, dude, it was like my first 2 years in high school, it was like that. Like it was like that.
There's no wonder that you guys never got along because you never got to commingulate.
They had to do it like that.
Because you never would? You guys never got along
Before I
at all?
even got there, the war had already started.
The war?
No, it was this. Like, it was, all right, so my freshman year, my sophomore year, my senior year, it was a big-ass war with Mexicans.
Huh.
I remember my sophomore year fight, that's when we really had to get down. It was like we was getting down for our life in Foreman. Foreman changed now, but we was getting down. I remember it was a war and somebody opened up the door and let all the Latin kings into the school, and there was a bunch of them. So it was motherfuckers trying to stab dudes, and all the black motherfuckers, they in there, the first thing that they'll say, you GD, drop the rakes. Drop the rakes. That's all you hear. So if you don't drop the rakes, they was trying to stab you or they was gonna jump you.
Shit.
So you hear, we had a little team. We had a group which basically became a in school gang. Not gonna lie. If you ever heard anybody yell mob up, that means everybody has to run up out of the classrooms because it was one of those things about to happen.
Oh shit. So I mean,
All you hear very faintly, mob up, mob up, mob up. So you hear other people running out, mob up, mob up, mob up. So then you hear, damn, all right. The teacher like, no, don't go out there. Yeah, fuck you. I grab my book bag, throw it on my back. Me and my boy Kevin, we leaving. We like, hey, we got to get the fuck out of here. Cause we trying to get out of. I'm an athlete, so I got to get out of there. But I got football practice later.
So, what would happen if like a Columbine would have happened? Would that be a fucking mob up situation?
You said some Columbine shit had happened?
Yeah. Say some fool comes up and starts shooting people.
Oh, guaranteed. It's mob up. It's mob up because we ain't dying.
Yeah.
And the one that do, he getting everything.
Yeah.
Like we gon'
So why don't they teach our kids that instead of running and hiding in a corner where they can just fucking pluck them off like they're fucking, I'm sorry to say it, but Jews at a concentration camp. That's how that's what they're teaching them to do. Oh my God, there's a freaking shooter. Let's all hide under our desks. Let's close this over here. Let's not make a move. Shh, shh, shh. You know,
honestly,
what the fuck, man?
here's something that'll be smart. They need
It's
two
door,
things.
They need like 3 freaking door posts, like people posted at the door. As soon as they fucking see that gun barrel, one person push that goddamn gun barrel off to the side. You know, everybody's probably like, no, they can't fucking be talking like this shit because this is real life. Yeah, it's real life because you're not going to get shot if the gun's not pointed at you.
So, one thing. I've been told no, and people told me I'm crazy, but I don't care because,
Armed teachers?
yep,
Ooh.
that is my number one thing. I am with it. I feel like their Fridays, after Fridays, should be dedicated to gun range. They should have probably every month, they should have at least 15 hours in a gun range in a month. That's going 5 times, three times, for 3 hours.
Yeah.
That's and you're probably gonna waste $60. You'll be okay.
That'd be more. It depends on how much you want them to shoot.
Think about it. You're supposed to change you're supposed to change your rounds out of your gun every 6 months. So if you haven't changed your rounds out and you got some extra rounds, and I'll give everybody the heads up. Go on Bud's gun shop. I'm not sponsored by them, but go on Bud's gun shop.
Nobody's paying for us for this.
Nobody's paying me for this. But go on Bud's gun shop. They got bullets for a nice price. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just bought. Oh, I love Taurus.
Hold on.
But yeah, but at Bud's, I just bought me Taurus.
Oh yeah.
I think it's the G4X 9mm compact. Man, dude, I needed me a compact gun because my CCL is about. I just know it's coming in soon. I don't really have nothing on my background. I ain't really done nothing.
Yeah. Well, it takes longer for some reason, dude. Because my brother's, he was the same way, man. He's like, dude, it's taking forever for the CCL to come through. I went through the classes. It took him like 12 weeks to get his fucking license.
Man, my fucking hands are like
Yeah.
itching for
Dude.
it, bro.
I went in, I did my classes, I put in my hours. I did both classes because I'm not required to because I'm military. So, and then I put on the application. I'm military, this, that, and the other. I got my fucking CCL in 10 days.
Did you do the fingerprint?
I don't think so.
See, I didn't do fingerprint, and without fingerprint, and I just did mine. I put mine in.
But I'm already in the system, so they already have my fingerprint, so they can look me up.
And that's the crazy part. My fingerprints are already in the system from the last time that I've done it, and I don't know. But now I'm at like 90. I want to say like 92 days, 93 days. I'm waiting for my CCL.
Yeah.
And dude, I can't fucking wait.
Oh.
I can't wait.
Yeah. Make sure I'm gonna tell you, and I'm not getting paid for this. USCCA.
Oh, I get it sent to me. Trust me.
Get the insurance. I'm telling you,
I am.
it's worth because I'm paying $30 a month for the platinum membership.
That's it?
Yeah.
That ain't bad.
No, for $500,000 worth of freaking lawyer backing fee if you shoot somebody. Yeah, and then they send you a card. What to say? Don't fuck. Just call. Yeah, I feared for my life. I had no other choice. I'm not saying another thing until my lawyer gets here. You know.
Yeah, because that shit's serious, man. Everything you just said is real because people think it's a game. Like, oh yeah, just
You can't talk to the cops because
No.
everything that you say is going to be used against you in a court
And
of
I
law.
think people fail to hear that.
That's what the Miranda rights says.
Yes.
Anything you
You have the
say
right to remain
can
silent.
and will
You have
be
the right to
used
remain
against
silent.
you.
Anything you say can and will be held against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, we will provide one for you.
So
Oh yeah,
shut,
I know
that just
my
means
shit.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, I listen for word because if they fuck up and if you catch them fuck up on the Miranda right, guess what? Adios, muchachos. That's all you got to do. Listen.
Yep. And if they don't read you your Miranda rights, guess what?
Adios.
You get off.
Just shut up. He didn't read them to you. Just shut the fuck up. Take the ride. And then tell him, can you play back the camera because he did not read me my Miranda.
Right.
And guess what they're going to have to do? Run them back and adios.
Yep.
And then,
Court
if you really
dismissed.
want to, I'll give you guys a little heads up.
It's like case dismissed. Thank you.
If you really want to be slick, ask for a speedy trial.
Ask for a speedy trial. See, I'm not all up on the fucking legalities of anything because I've never been in really big trouble.
You get into any trouble. You get into any trouble. Tell them you would like to go to a speedy trial. Meaning that they have to rush the trial immediately with no evidence, anything. I would like to go to a speedy trial. They're going to tell you, sorry, there is no judge in. Well, you have to let me go if there's no judge because I want a speedy trial. And really and truthfully, if they don't let you go, that's against the law.
How's that?
Because you have the right to a speedy trial as an American citizen. You have the right to a speedy trial. Look up speedy trial. I'm dead serious. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? They don't tell you this because this is how the criminal system gets their prisoners where they can hold off and get their money. Speedy trial. Especially if you're wrongfully accused, ask for a speedy trial. And if they don't, just take it because now they're harassing you, and that's and if they put you in jail, now you got retaliation, and then with retaliation, you can make you some money, and be later down the line realize that you're a free man. Big check.
Huh.
But yeah, speedy trial. I learned that shit. I watched a lot of movies, and I thought it was bullshit. And one of the guys was like, "I demand a speedy trial."
Yeah.
And a speedy trial is, let's say I get caught with a gun, right? And they say this gun killed FYZ.
So-and-so over here.
Yeah. I say, well, I didn't do it. Well, you're gonna have to wait for a judge. Well, I demand a speedy trial. And you won't see the no, I demand a speedy trial. And if you don't uphold me to my American law of a speedy trial, then you holding me against my constitutional right.
See, that's something I did not know. I don't know the laws, so I can't disagree or argue.
It's not in every state, but most states, that speedy trial shit has gotten a couple people free men. And then they just go to whatever state. But yeah.
Take some notes. Dropping pearls, purple. Dropping pearls.
Drop them gems for you.
I just learned something. Because I've never really been in trouble. I did some bad shit, but I've never really been in, I never got caught. I did all my drugs. I did all that shit behind closed doors. And then, nobody ever saw us fucking or could ever say anything or do anything about it. You know what I mean? So, I never really had to know the law. It's fucked up.
In criminal law, the right to a speedy trial is a human right, which is asserted to the government's prosecutors that may delay trials of criminal suspect arbitrary or infidelity.
So what does that exactly mean?
Okay, so
Pardon my ignorance.
if they have DNA or
Any criminal evidence
any
against you?
criminal
that's-
evidence against you, you can basically say, "I demand a speedy trial, and let's get this shit over with."
And if they had it at that time, they could use it.
They should use it right now, and that should be criminatory.
So that way you don't give them time to gather the evidence. Oh, I see. I got you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's fucked up. You good? Yeah, I think I'm fucking pretty fucking goddamn big. So, fucking A, man.
Hell yeah. But, ladies, back to you guys. I'm not done with you. I just want you all to know that us men, we love you. But in order to get in love with you, you have to lose the super duper tough accents because we don't like it. Do you want a masculine man?
Where you going? Who you gonna be with? What this and that?
Like, if I want another mother, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'll
right?
just tell my dad marry somebody else or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Like, you go have fun. You don't have to be up under us all the time. And we don't have to be up under you all the time.
Right. It goes both ways. You want to go out with your girlfriends, go out with your girlfriends. I will trust you not to do what to uphold this relationship. That's it. And vice versa.
But for you women who want high-end men, just know you're not the only one. You're not the only one.
Don't let the fucking weasel out of the
If
bag.
that guy makes over $100,000 plus, he is cheating on you.
Come on, man. That ain't true.
Yes, it is.
It ain't true.
I love my fellas, but I'm calling it like it is. Those are high-end men.
You're looking at one, man. No,
My bad, bro.
man.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to throw you under the bus. Yeah, no, but all right, okay.
I'm loyal to a foe, dude.
Let me
I'm a
say it
hound
like
dog,
this:
right?
the majority of men at a high-end level are cheating.
True, but it also goes both ways. Where now
women are way worse.
that's
And
the
always
difference
have
now.
been.
Is that the difference of women are now cheating on men, but they're still reaping the benefits of the divorce.
Oh hell yeah!
That I don't understand.
Listen, like, how do you think these jokey joke names? That's the milkman's baby. Is that the mailman baby?
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
The mailman always rings twice.
the mailman always rang twice at your house. Why the milkman was always refilling your refrigerator for you?
Right.
So, like, the thing is, here we go, Dre.
Uh-oh. Foot and mouth time.
No.
Get ready.
I don't, because I stand by this.
All right. Let's hear it. Lay it on me.
As a woman, you are held to a different standard than men. Women always tell men, my stuff like a diamond. I got that stuff that'll make you, ooh, only a certain type of person can get this, right?
That's why. Hold on. I'm gonna let you
ahead.
continue in a second. But given that statement right there, you give to the fact is I've seen this work firsthand with a guy he's not ugly, but he's not good looking. You know, he's like middle of the road. Your old neighbor. This actually worked for him. I've seen it verbatim. Walk up to a fine ass woman at the bar. Hey, I'm Italian. I got a big dick. You want to fuck? And they would go, all right.
If it worked, it worked.
I'm
Shit.
like, Anyway, to your story about how they're diamonds and everything else.
All right, so women will say, "Oh, my JJ's a diamond," right? It's a diamond.
In the
but-
rough.
Wow.
It's a diamond in the rough.
Hey, it's a diamond, but only to those who see it as that.
Yeah.
Don't assume just because you value your,
Doesn't mean that the man that you're going to be with is going to value it.
you know what I'm saying? Because you value it all the way up here don't mean everybody else is valuing it up here.
Right.
And then, see, women, they want to be like guys so much, but they don't understand we're so different.
See,
A guy body count is a little bit more sexy to somebody like than it is to a vice versa.
Yeah, we actually had this conversation in when I was in the Army and we were in the reserves, and they brought in drill sergeants, and I was a sergeant at the time, and they was like an institutional, instructional thing, and just to get everybody that was there for a fucking paycheck back in line that you're here for a fucking reason, so it's basically a snack, a wake up call. But then they brought up the fact of, does everybody want a woman in battle? Like on the battlefield. Does everybody want a woman on the battlefield? And the big question that's raised by that is, can a woman be able to carry a man off the field if he's wounded? That's the problem.
I'm not going to say.
That's the issue.
Listen, I'm not going to say that all of them can't.
No.
There are some that are physically
Able. Yes.
I'm not saying that. But the vast majority, no.
And being
Out
a
of
man.
out of 20, 2 of them.
But
I'm just being real. Out of 20 female soldiers,
probably
2 of them,
3.
2, maybe 2.5. We'll say 2.5. And I know I'm not calling a woman a half. I'm just doing it in a percentage
Because
format.
let's just do the math, because when you're in battle, all right, you have full battle rattle. That's fucking chest gear, shoulder plates, fucking all that kind of shit. That's an extra 60 to 70 pounds of fucking gear that you're carrying on top of you. That could be close to 200, 215.
Yeah.
Now, being a man.
If you're a woman that's sitting, and I also want to add this on to what you're saying. If you're a woman with all of that gear on and you're sitting at 165, 155, 145, and you have to carry a man who's 215 pounds solid, plus your gear, plus your pistols, and carry him.
That's over 300 pounds, people.
It's possible because y'all carry babies, and
I'm not going to say that adrenaline doesn't give you the ability
hell
to do
yeah,
some
that
crazy
definitely,
fucking shit.
But for how long?
Exactly. The sustainability. But the thing is that they approach the question to guys. Like if you're in battle and you get wounded and you get taken down and you need to be taken to a safe place, would you feel more comfortable with a male soldier running up to you and being able to grab your tab and fucking drag you off? Or would you be more comfortable with a fucking female, that's strong and able,
Yeah, hell
but
yeah.
130 35 pounds, 40 pounds, and she's expected to carry a 300-pound man
No,
40
honestly,
yards.
I would prefer her to be the one that's inside the tank tearing shit up.
Exactly. Have them.
I would.
Have them be more strategic. Have them be more skilled fucking positions, like in like snipers, for instance. You know, have them
Like
be
one
out of
thing.
harm's way.
All right, one thing I can say about women,
They're calculating.
they are calculating every step and every move before a guy. A guy, he's like, tear this motherfucking shit up.
Because they're
right
good.
here, tear this shit right here up.
No, because they're good at the what if.
Yeah, guaranteed. But a guy, like, okay, it's fighting right here at this glass, right? All the guys are moving towards this fucking glass. We are about to beat everybody in this glass path. But whole time, the glass got friends over here with the little shot glasses. The shot glasses coming behind us to whoop us, and we not even paying fucking attention. So, you know, women will be like, hey, we gonna sit back. And most guys will be like, hey, we'll sit here. So now you got the women who sat back, and we like, why the fuck they sit back and we getting our ass whooped over here? Because now they ain't seen the shot glasses, and now they ain't came back and bust the shot glasses in the ass. So now we can come back and help finish beating it. You know what I'm saying? So I do give women that, because women smell, one thing I can say, they smell out a bad issue before it happens.
True.
They'll see an issue like us fighting, and they'll see the other people moving before us, and then they'll be like, "Oh shit,
Shit's about to pop off.
shit. Hey, watch out! Watch behind you! Watch behind you!"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they do.
But it's not to say that men aren't,
No,
that
it's not.
strategically
No,
in that.
hell no. We can do it too.
Oh,
but sometimes majority of the women have quick mindset, and they're like, we'll sit back here at the bar while y'all fight them.
But problem number 2 with women being out in the battlefield is for the simple fact of they bleed.
That's a big.
And it's
Not
nothing,
problem like that, but
It's
problem.
a natural thing. Women have to deal with it, all that kind of shit. But I'm sorry, you bleed. It does stink. You smell that fucking metal in the air, that copper. And 2, you're draining blood in a stance where you're carrying extra weight, you're sweating all that shit out, and on top of that, you're losing blood.
Hey, and not only that, the stress of carrying a wounded person while you're going through whatever. Because I know women, they go through pain. I watch my wife when she go through hers. And
Because I don't know if it was you
what? It might have.
that said that, women aren't good leaders.
That was me.
So it's
was
not
me.
to say that women can't lead.
It's not to say that they can't lead. They're just not good. Like, honestly.
It's not to say that they're not good at it either, because there are plenty successful women in command positions that have done successful missions on their
Name a fully ran country by women that has commanded any country or anything.
Germany right now. They're under command of a female.
And they're commanding who?
Well, have you seen their freaking infrastructure? Their infrastructure is completely rebuilt, and they're technologically advanced. They're
I got
in front
that.
of us right now, man. Believe it or not.
They will get their ass tore up.
Well, they're not allowed to have a military anymore.
See?
Well, you wonder why.
We know why. We know why. Now, I'm not saying that Germany is not under. I'm not saying that women aren't capable. I'm just saying, in the long run, it's going to be a malfunction with the woman. And I'm not saying that men fuck up because we got old smoking Joe Biden in here,
No.
and he ain't fucked up. There's plenty of them.
And the reason, and they're probably gonna fucking hate me for this, but a lot of their thoughts are driven on emotion.
On feelings.
Yes.
Yes.
And where men, when it comes to like shit like that, it comes to rationality. There is no one life is worth more than the other. It's like if we can save 150 million with killing 110,000, I think we should do it.
We'll take that. We'll take those numbers.
Yeah. And that's the odds play that we play, where women think that that's unacceptable because now we're trying to weigh one life above another and this, that, and the other. Where they don't understand is the fact that it's either you or them.
Well, I was just on my podcast. We just had a therapist on there, and she said something about feelings. She was like, feelings only last 90 seconds unless you extend them past that, unless you physically extend them past it.
Right.
So, and my saying has always been, feelings are just feelings. They come and go. Like I've said this multiple times, and we sit here and we use our feelings as an excuse, and that's not really an excuse.
Yeah.
It's just a temporary explosion or a boost of energy that you get, and sometimes it's negative energy,
or it's your way of trying to rationalize your actions behind what your thoughts are, and it's not necessarily true to the fact. You know what I mean? So it's now you're in a push or shove type of game.
Yeah, buddy. So, as men and women, as women, I'm not saying that you're incapable of doing anything or that you don't have the withstand.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to war, there are women that are down for war and that can possibly run.
True.
But in a hostile situation, it's not going to happen.
Now, let me give you this. Now, there is a woman candidate that I would personally vote for president.
Who is that?
And she's on the Democratic side, which I'm not too fond of, but she's more middle of the road.
There is no such thing as middle of the road.
I'm middle of the road, bro.
No. I'm not saying that there's a middle of the road when it comes down to what your beliefs are. I'm saying when they say I'm Democrat or I'm Republican, there is no middle of the road.
Right.
For
Well,
them.
the only thing is, the only reason why she had to choose one side or the other is because you have to have a driving party to the freaking White House, because nobody's going to support an independent.
Why not?
Because nobody believes and supports that shit. You have to fucking choose a side. You got to be fucking blue or red. You know, it's fucking
The dumbest
stupid,
shit in the
dude.
world.
Right.
Can we make it yellow or something?
So,
Shit.
I mean, if you, all right, Tulsi Gabbard, okay, she was. I want
I'm
to
gonna
say
have to do research on her.
Yeah, I want to say she was either the governor or the senator of Hawaii. Okay.
Okay.
Combat veteran.
Okay.
She served. She did her shit. She went to battle. She got, she's got stories. She earned her medal.
She's basically the 1% of women who can
handle the stress.
Exactly. It's probably like 1% of women who can actually handle that much stress.
And that's the type of woman that I would follow, because of the simple fact of she was put into that stressful situation to where she had to make a call that it was either her life or theirs. And she made it so that she could live to tell the tale, and maybe not them. Depending on whatever the fuck happened to her. I don't know. I'm just making the assumption. But she has the cab medal. She has everything else that she needed to be the woman to support. And she's not about war, but she's not about taking shit neither. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. She's always about a peaceful resolution, because once you're in the military and you see that shit, I mean, I've heard it from plenty of active duty guys, man. Once you see war, it kind of fucking like, nah, you don't want to have that no more. You've seen enough of it, you did your share, and then that's it. You don't want it anymore. And that's where I think she's at, and where she doesn't want to fucking try to manipulate or police the world or do anything like that. It's just, how about you guys do you, don't do anything stupid. And if you have a conflict with somebody, there's going to be a problem, but we're going to have to try to solve this way first. And which is fine. There's got to be a pragmatic way, because we just went from the biggest fucking douchebag in the goddamn world. And I'm sorry, I know I'm probably going to be hated for that by all my right-wing friends, because, all my gun-toting fucking woo-woo-woo, But guess what? It's the right-wingers that wanted to take our marijuana away. So, that's the middle of the road.
See,
thing.
this is why we need independent people.
Exactly.
This is exactly why we fucking need independent people. Somebody who can say, hey, we should be able to have our guns and our weed, because guess what? Weed does not make you a non-functioning gun-toting person. No.
Or insane to go shoot up the streets. No. That's
You've
not
never
what weed
heard,
does.
you've never seen a guy that said, yeah, I smoked 6 fucking blunts and I decided
I'm gonna
I'm
go
gonna
shoot
go shoot
somebody.
up some shit. No. Nobody has ever done that off of weed.
After about 6 blunts, you're gonna be like, "Yo, man."
After 6 blunts, that guy, he's like,
"You hungry for
I'm
something?
going.
You want to go to White Castle,
Shit,
man?"
I was finna load up. What was we gonna load up on? White Castle burgers. I told you. Let's
Wendy's,
go.
bro. Wendy's, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Woo. Then you wake up tomorrow after your high is going like, damn, I was supposed to kill him.
Yeah, right.
That's what I was.
Dude, I'm
supposed to
sorry,
do.
man. My buddies, they want to go shooting and shit, and I smoke weed during the day, and I have to fucking like sober up before I go shoot because the first fucking thought that, I'm sorry, when I'm high and I'll like pick up my gun and I'll just like grab it just to move it or whatever the fuck, and it's a 45, and I'm just like, damn, that's fucking heavy, bro.
Heavy as hell.
That's the first thought when I'm fucking high, and I even think about picking up my gun. I'm like, this thing is fucking heavy, dude. Fuck this thing. Put this thing down for a minute, And I
I
can't
don't want
even
to
think
hold
about
this
it.
heavy motherfucker right now. Just let it be.
That's why it makes me laugh when I look at all those history shit and they fucking look at reefer madness. You're like, it makes them crazy and it makes you rape their women and all this kind of shit, dude.
Remember, bro. So the funny thing is, because we both been to school in the school and we both seen the shit. This is your brain on drugs.
Oh, yeah.
With the fucking egg.
And then they got the DARE officer to come in and show you all the array of drugs. Like, look at what you can get approached with on the streets. Don't try this. This can make you
Don't
trip.
try weed. This is a gateway drug to multiple different drugs.
See
Listen.
this? Did they ever break out that case where it was like the family tree of like the gateway drugs?
Oh, yeah.
Where you're like,
Oh, yeah.
you branch out into marijuana,
We
then
used to
you
go
might
to this-
try cocaine, then you go into LSD.
We used to go to this thing in fucking, it was like Naperville or something like that. I think it was like Naperville. It was like the Naperville. Yeah. No, or Oak Brook. Now, this place, they used to teach us about STDs. They used to teach us about,
the Robert Crown Center.
is that what it is?
It's gone now. I
Is
don't
it in
think it's-
Was it in Naperville?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah, bro. They used to teach us about Naperville.
They had the humans that were cut in half and shit.
Yeah, that's it, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Yes. Okay, the Robert Crown Center. Okay, I'm glad somebody knows exactly.
Yeah, it's no longer, I don't think. Because
Damn,
I
that's
think
crazy.
it's inappropriate.
Because it was like the Ferrari. It was like a Ferrari dealers and Porsche dealers
Yep,
around
and
there.
then there's that. Yeah.
Yep, that's it. Okay, I wasn't tripping. So we used to go there, and they would teach us about STDs and have the half cut bodies, and
Yep.
they taught us about drugs and all types of stuff. They have videos against the wall. I thought it was the coolest fucking place in the world.
Yep, and they showed us about this too. Don't do this. This is stupid.
I don't do cigarettes.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to fucking get rid of it. I was stupid. I was a fucking kid, and I'm like, ooh, I smoke weed at fucking 14, and I've been smoking weed, and I'm like, I smell like weed. I gotta cover up the scent of weed, and I just started smoking cigarettes because everybody was doing it, and everybody was cool, So now I'm fucking like, God damn it, I wish I didn't start.
Yeah, I'm glad I stopped. I used to smoke squares from
The ports?
guaranteed.
Yeah.
Newport 100s, and that was probably like the worst thing in the world.
See, I'm like on and off though. See, I'll quit for like 9-10 months, and then it'll be like something stupid. Like I'd just be like, I'd have like it wouldn't even be like a stressful moment, because shit like rolls off my chest. I don't really fucking give a shit. But I would just be like sitting out like in my pool or something. I'd be like having a beer or something, and I'd be like, this is a fucking great day. I'm having a beer. I'm floating around in the pool. I can go for a fucking smoke right now.
Hey,
And then I would go fucking buy a pack of smokes, and
Hey,
then
Dave.
it'd be all over.
Did I send you the video of the cat booty juice and cigarettes? I'm
gonna have to say like, please no.
do you want me to send it to you so you can get you a good laugh in?
No.
I just want you to know you smoking cat booty juice.
Cat booty juice.
Cat booty juice.
All right.
Yep.
Cool.
Cat booty juice. You smoking it in them cigarettes.
Well, it's like
Puff, the
it's
maggot's
like
dragging.
it's like Kapilawak coffee.
Hey.
because that coffee is
Dave, I'm
it's-
gonna tell you this because you my boy and I love you. When we leave, when these fucking cameras go off, I want you to go on YouTube and type in cat booty juice, and it's gonna pop up on you on YouTube. It's gonna pop up, and I want you to watch it, and I'm gonna sit here and watch it with you because I want to give me a good laugh. I want a good laugh. Because you're going to laugh your ass off.
See, but that's what scarred me with hot dogs, man, because I love me a good fucking hot dog, especially a good Chicago hot dog. And then I saw how they were made, and I was like, oh, man, I'm never going to be able to eat another hot dog again, dude. And I haven't. Since I saw that video, I was like, I look at those Vienna beef hot dogs, I'm like, no.
That's how I am with pork, man. When I see a fucking, no. When I seen that they was like, yeah, a pig doesn't have glands and the pig doesn't sweat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hold on, wait. And the pig withhold toxins, and if it eats toxins, it's just, you know.
And it eats and roots and shit.
And I'm like, oh, bacon comes from the ass part.
No, it comes from the belly.
The belly. Yeah. That's what I meant to say. But even still, it's rolling around. That's the part where it's really rolling in this shit. It's like ham is the ass, right?
Sounds saturated.
Ham is the ass, right?
Ham, I think, is the ass or the shoulder.
I think it's the ass. Okay. I knew it was one of them. But yeah, I can't eat that shit. When I seen that, and it was just like, if you throw some shit inside the they'll eat it like, oh, and like
they'll eat anything.
Yeah, they'll eat you.
Yeah, Rooter to the suitor.
Nope, won't touch it. Don't want to be around it. None of that shit.
So, for the people that don't know, when you sit there and order pork butt, do you know what part of the pig you're getting?
No.
You're actually getting the top of the shoulder. So it's not the butt.
It's not the butt, it's the shoulder,
Top of the shoulder.
See, I don't know nothing about none of that.
Yeah.
I don't eat none of that shit.
No.
Nope.
You gotta go hunting. You gotta go hunting, that way you can freaking cut shit up, and then you can see what it is.
They can. I would not. I still wouldn't. I wouldn't even shoot a pig. I'd let it go.
Yeah.
Unless it was coming at me.
I think boar is good to eat, though, man. Real good to eat. Dude, I'll go down south and do some boar hunting.
You can. If I was to ever kill it, I'll bring it to you and let you have it. And I'm gonna have.
Dude, I was out in Arizona golfing, and there was a wild boar picking through the fucking garbage out there, dude. It's like, man, I wish I had my gun. I'd shoot it right now. We can go home with a fucking meal.
See, you can have that. No. Hey, Dre, you want something? Nope. I have some coleslaw, though.
I did that to my buddy. I freaking went out west, out in the farm country, and it was squirrel season. I shot a bunch of squirrels. And I made a fucking sweet squirrel jambalaya, man. Fucking, it was nice. It was spicy. And squirrel meat, it's like the legs of a chicken. That's the texture of it. If you eat it, it's that brown meat of a chicken. That's the texture of it. And it's full of protein because they eat nothing but nuts and berries and all that kind of shit. And I think I had like a dozen of them. I had them spread out on a freaking board, and I took a picture of it. And I brought it to my boy Hector's house, and he's straight up Mexican, man. Straight up, West Side Mexican from Chicago, And I brought it over to him, like, dude, I got some homemade jambalaya, man. Check this out. Try it out. Tell me what you think. And he's just mowing it down. Oh, that's good, man. What kind of meat is this? Sausage? I was like, yeah. It's sausage. I'm like, keep eating it, dude. Keep eating it. And he's fucking just mowing it down. He gets to the last bite, and he's like, what kind of meat is it? That's really good, man. I just showed him a picture of the fucking squirrels that were laying out on the fucking table. He's just like, he looked at me, he's like, oh, man. Oh. Fuck.
You just damn near made me throw up.
Oh, dude. But, it's good meat, man.
I'm good.
Like, if I go get a deer, like, if I go shoot a deer, and if
I'll eat deer.
All right, cool. So if I throw some back straps or whatever, the fuck
I eat some fucking deer.
All right, so venison's good.
Yeah.
But squirrel, you want to do squirrel? Especially fresh country squirrel, where they don't have no access to garbage, nothing but fucking walnuts and berries and fucking.
Nope, let them be. Them rodents,
dude.
Bro. I don't really like. The only rodent I've ever had was rabbit. And
rabbit.
Yeah,
that's still good. That's like chicken.
But I I liked it, but I only ate it once.
I bagged 2 out of my backyard.
Y'all can have it. Bro, I'm to a point where I hate meat now, bro.
What? Well, yeah, because seeing how it's processed and shit. That's why I go hunting, man. That's why it's fucking. I know what they're eating. They're eating the fucking grapes and twigs and leaves and all the shrubbery out in the fucking wilderness. It's all clean, you know. Nah.
Nope. I'm getting to that point where I'm just like, fuck it, bro.
Fuck it, bro.
Yeah, bro. All the way around. Just fuck it.
Well, now we got women to control things.
You know it. I can't wait for them to start figuring out how we're going to go against war and hold down water and hunt. And hell, do you remember, what was it? Soul Survivor or something like that? It was like a show, Survivor. Show Survivor.
Yeah.
Where they had the men on one island and the women on one island, and the women were complaining about who was going to kill the animals to eat and
who's going to fish and whatnot.
Yeah, and they were like, how do we build,
How do we build a shelter?
Exactly.
How do we start fire?
Like,
but you got to also look at the women that they choose to go on that show, man. I don't think they choose. I mean, some of them had like outdoor experience to where they could kind of manage a little bit, but they wouldn't be fully, inept to be able to adapt to the outdoor wilderness, Mm-hmm. But then they throw all these freaking, the high school cheerleaders that are out there that's probably never been camping, never did nothing. Then
where am I going to get my nails done?
Yeah, right. You expect me to eat that?
My nails?
I had a pee yesterday.
There
Stay
is
down.
no seasoning.
Can we have salt? Is there any salt?
You want me to eat a snake? Oh, no. Not every woman is like that. But.
No, not every woman, but the people that I've seen on Survivor, some of them are like that.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, shit, man. It's been 1 week since you looked at me. It's fucking 1 hour and 40 minutes, dude.
Like always, a long one.
Dude. And this one on the freaking flips a race. What are we going to do about this, women? We got to find an equality.
Ladies.
Stop making men feel inferior to where we can't fucking approach you. God damn it.
Stop listening to the feminist groups. That's not the definition of feminism.
No, it's any person, not a woman, any person who believes in the equality of men and women.
Yes. And we believe in you guys making your money and
Yes.
doing all of that. What we don't believe in is you guys overpowering us and telling us what we can and cannot do and telling us that.
And just because you got a pair of tits and you can show them doesn't mean that empowers you.
9 times out of 10, they might not even be yours. You might have paid for them.
And that too. Oh, no, dude. Well, it is what it is, bro.
Shit. God didn't give me no fucking 12-inch penis. He gave me what he gave me.
Right.
Gave me a solid 8er. Shit. You feel me? Like, ain't nothing like I'm finna go say, oh, stuff my dick with 12 inches of. No, I would never do that. No, I'm going to take this 8 and I'm going to be happy and run and skip down the lane.
It might not be a lot to you.
It might not be a lot to you, but it's long enough for me. Shit.
Well, shit, man. Fucking tell people where they can get a hold of your ass, man. Look in that fucking camera.
Oh.
God damn, you're ugly.
All the time, baby.
You woke up like that? Good.
I woke up like this. You can find me on Instagram at Sir SIR _ hothead HOTTHEAD. You can find me at TikTok at Senor _ hothead. You can listen to my podcast with me and my fellas. We are at Gods Amongst Men. Gods with a Z, not an S. Gods Amongst Men with a Z, not an S. We also have a podcast. We also have podcast clips on YouTube, and we also have an Instagram as well as TikTok too.
Right on.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to do my plug, and we're going to be posting this on YouTube once I get everything edited down, so make sure to be looking for that. I'm going to be posting this on Facebook on Setting the Bar at Dave's. And if you can't find Setting the Bar at Dave's at Facebook, make sure you look up Smack Rat Studios. It's Smack, SMACK Studios. And that's how you can find me on Facebook.
Smack Rat Studios.
Smack Rat Studios.
Smack Rat Studios. Let's get.
And that's our fucking first video podcast today, man. It's fucking badass, dude. Appreciate you. It's fucking badass. So yeah, we'll be doing this again.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, that was my buddy Andre from Gods Amongst Men, and man, we had some opinions, and we got cooked during this episode. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Tune in for the next one. It's gonna get even better. Thanks.
It's that time again. We gotta say goodnight. You know it's getting late. Tomorrow is another day. My